Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the story, very beautiful, interesting story, The Necklace. तर आज आपण द नेकलेस ही स्टोरी बघणार आहोत. इट इज रिटन बाय गाय दी मोपसंट, फ्रेंच रायटर. तर गाय दी मोपसंट या फ्रेंच रायटरनी ही स्टोरी लिहिलेली आहे. देर इज वन कॅरेक्टर मटिल्डा हु इज इन्व्हायटेड टू अ ग्रँड पार्टी. तर या स्टोरीची थोडक्यात माझे सांगतो. तर एक मटिल्डा कॅरेक्टर आहे, तिला ग्रँड पार्टीला बोलावण्यात आलेलं आहे. शी हॅज अ ब्युटिफुल ड्रेस बट नो ज्वेलरी. तिच्याकडे ड्रेस आहे पण ज्वेलरी नाही. सो शी बॉरोज अ नेकलेस विच इज ऑफ डायमंड. तर ती डायमंड नेकलेस घेते मैत्रिणीकडून फ्रॉम हर फ्रेंड फॉस्टियर अँड लूजेस इट. आणि पुढे जाऊन ते हरवते सुद्धा. So what happens in the story that we are going to see details. नेमकं स्टोरीमध्ये काय होतं ते आपण पाहणार आहोत. So Matilda is very pretty young lady born as if through an error of destiny into a family of clerk. She had no dowry, no hopes, no means of becoming known, loved, and married by a man either rich or distinguished, and she allowed herself to marry a petty clerk in the office of the Board of Education. She was simple, but she was unhappy. तर मटिल्डाचं लग्न त्या फार मोठ्या व्यक्तीशी नाही झालेलं. ज्या प्रकारे तिचे वडील होते तशाच प्रकारे तिचा नवरा सुद्धा क्लार्क आहे बोर्ड ऑफ एज्युकेशनमध्ये. So she suffered incessantly, continuously, feeling herself born for all delicacies and luxurious. She suffered from the poverty of her apartment, the shabby walls, and the worn chairs. All these things tortured and angered her. तर तिला फार त्रास झालेला आहे. When she seated herself for dinner opposite her husband, who uncovered the tureen with a delighted air, saying, "Oh, the good pot pie! I know nothing better than that." She would think of elegant dinner of shining silver. She thought of the exquisite food served in marvelous dishes. She had neither frocks nor jewels, nothing, and she loved on. Still, still she tried. तर तिला लहानपणापासूनच वडिलांकडूनही म्हणा किंवा मोठेपणी नवऱ्याकडून सुद्धा तिच्या अपेक्षा पूर्ण झाल्या नाही. शी लाईक्स फ्रॉक्स, ज्वेलरी, बट शी डझंट गेट. शी हॅड अ रिच फ्रेंड अगेन, a schoolmate at the convent, who she did not like to visit from. She suffered so much when she returned. She wept for whole days from despair and disappointment. One evening her husband returned elated, bearing in his hand a large envelope. "Here," he said, "here is something for you." तर एके दिवशी ऍक्च्युली तिची जी मैत्रीण फार श्रीमंत आहे, त्यामुळे तिला तिला भेटायला जाणं सुद्धा शी फील्स व्हेरी ऑकवर्ड दॅट शी शुड नॉट गो. एके दिवशी संध्याकाळी, वन इव्हनिंग, व्हॉट हॅपन्स, हर हजबंड मिस्टर लॉयसेल रिटर्न इलेटेड बिअरिंग इन हिज हँड अन एनवेलप. तर तो एक एनवेलप मोठंसं घेऊन येतो. देर इज समथिंग. "Here," he said, "here is something for you." He says, "Yes." He thought that his wife will be delighted. What is that seal? He quickly drew out a printed card on which were inscribed these words: "The Minister of Public Instruction, Madam George Ramponi, asks the honor of Mr. and Ma'am Loisel Company, Monday evening, January 18, at the Minister's residence." So there is an invitation card. It is by मिनिस्टर ऑफ पब्लिक इन्स्ट्रक्शन. तर एक इन्व्हिटेशन आहे. मॅडम जॉर्ज रॅम्पोनी यांनी मिस्टर अँड मिसेस लॉयसेलला दिलेला आहे टू जॉईन द पार्टी, ग्रँड पार्टी at minister's residence. So instead of being happy, she see what she said. She threw the invitation spitefully with angrily upon the table, murmuring, "What? Suppose I want with that? What should I do?" You thought. तुला काय वाटतं मी काय केलं पाहिजे? You can see in the picture she is disturbed. Matilda is disturbed one. Matilda का डिस्टर्ब आहे बिकॉज शी नोज देर इज एन इन्व्हिटेशन. तिला माहिती आहे की इन्व्हिटेशन आहे. But my dear, I thought it would make you happy. You never go out, and this is an occasion and a fine one. Everybody wishes one, and it is very select. Not many are given to employees. You will see the whole official world. So it is a great opportunity. We can go, we can visit, we can enjoy the party. She looked at him with an irritated eye and declared impatiently, "What do you suppose how 2 years to such a thing?" He had not thought of that. He stammered. He couldn't know the answer. "Why? The dress you wear when we go to the theater, it seems very pretty." To weeping, he stammered, "What's the matter? What's the matter?" By violent effort, she had controlled her vexation, and in a calm voice, wiping her moist cheeks, "Nothing, only I have no dress. Consequently, I cannot go to this affair." माझ्याकडे ड्रेस नाही त्यामुळे मी येऊ शकत नाही. "Give your card to some colleague whose wife is better fitted out than I." So better you give somebody else. He was grieved. He got sad. Husband got sad. तर नवऱ्याला वाईट वाटलं की ती इन्व्हिटेशन असून सुद्धा ती येत नाही, ड्रेस नाही असं म्हणते. But answer, let us see, Marilla, how much would a suitable costume cost? Something that would serve on this occasion for the other occasion, something very simple. So you look beautiful when you wear something simple. She reflected for some seconds, thinking of some that she could ask for without bringing with an immediate refusal and frightened exclamation from the economical clerk. Finally, she said in a hesitating manner, "So she needs money now. I cannot tell you exactly, but I need money." "And what is that amount?" she says. "See here. Tell me the amount. What amount you want?" "I cannot tell exactly, but it seems to be that 400 francs." She says that it will be at least 400 francs which will be needed. कमीत कमी 400 francs तरी लागतील. Francs is the currency of France. He turned a little pale, for he had saved just this sum to buy a gun, that he might be able to join some hunting parties the next summer with some friends who went to shoot larks on my Sundays. Nevertheless, he answered, "Very well, I will give you 400 francs, but try to have pretty dress." तर नवऱ्याला ऍक्च्युली गन घ्यायची होती मित्र सोबत शिकार करण्यासाठी जाण्यासाठी, पण बायको पुढे त्याचं काही चालत नाही. The day of the ball approached, and Mamloy still seemed sad, disturbed, anxious. Nevertheless, her dress was nearly ready. Her husband said to her one evening, "What is the matter with you? You have acted strangely for 2 or 3 days. Something is wrong again. काहीतरी बिनसलेलं आहे." And she responded, "I am vexed not to have a jewel again, nothing to adorn myself with. I shall have such a poverty-stricken look. I would prefer not to go to sleep." आता ती दुसरं कारण सांगते, "माझ्याकडे दागिने नाहीत. मी कसं येऊ?" He replied, "You can wear some natural flowers in this season. They look very chic." She was not convinced. "No," she replied, "there is nothing more humiliating than to have a shabby air in the midst of rich women." Then her husband cried out, "How stupid we are! Go and find your friend Ma'am Loister and ask her to lend you her jewels." ठीक आहे, there is something again we can do. You can take jewelry from your friend and we can give her money. तर तू काय कर, भाड्यानं तू तुझ्या मैत्रिणीकडून दागिने घे, आपण ते परत फेडू किंवा पैसे देऊ त्याचे. She uttered a cry of joy. "It's true," she said. "I had not thought of that." The next day she took herself to her friend's house and related her story of distress. Ma'am Lois Foister went to her closet, took out a large jewel case, brought it, opened it, and said, "Choose, my dear. You can choose anyone." तर ती मैत्रिणीकडे गेली. मैत्रिणी, तुला जे हवं ते ज्वेलरी घे. She saw at first some bracelets, then a collar of pearls, then a Venetian cross of gold and jewels of admirable workmanship. She tried the jewels before the glass, hesitated, but could neither decide to take them nor Leave them. Then she asked, have you nothing more? Why? Yes, look for yourself. I do not know what will please you. Suddenly she discovered in a black satin box a superb necklace of diamonds. Her hand trembled as she took out it out. She placed it about her throat against her dress was ecstatic. She asked in a hesitating voice, full of anxiety, could you lend me this? Only this one? Yes, certainly. So she wanted that beautiful diamond necklace to wear for the grand party, and she asked her friend, shall I take this? Her friend says, yes, of course, no problem. You can take it. It looks nice for you. You can take it. And she has taken one of them. Now the part. Now the day the party has come. She has taken the jewelry from her friend. Now the day of party has arrived. She fell upon the neck of her friend, embraced her with passion, went away with treasure. The day of the ball arrived. Ma'am Loisel was a great success. She was the prettiest of all, elegant, gracious, smiling, and full of joy. आता सगळीकडे तिचंच गुणगान चालू आहे. पार्टीमध्ये ती सुंदर दिसते. ऑल द मेन नोटिस्ड हर, आस्क्ड हर नेम अँड वॉन्टेड टू बी प्रेझेंटेड. प्रत्येक जण तिचं नाव घेत आहे. हु इज दिस, हु इज दिस, ऑल आर कॉलिंग. She danced with enthusiasm, intoxicated with pleasure, thinking of nothing but all this admiration, this victory so complete and sweet to her. She went home towards 4 o'clock in the morning. Her husband had been half asleep in one of the little saloons since midnight. Three other gentlemen whose wives were enjoying themselves very much. He threw around her shoulders the modest wrap they had carried, whose poverty clashed with the elegance of the ball costume. She wished to hurry away in order not to be noticed by the other men who were wrapping themselves in a rich purse. So it was too late at night. The party was. Loisel detained her. What, said he, I am going to call a cab. Loisel asked his wife. But she would not listen and descended the steps rapidly. When they were in the street, they found no carriage and they begged for one, hailing the coachman whom they saw a distance. They walked along towards the river, hopeless and shivering. Finally, they found one of those old carriages that one sees in Paris after nightfall. तर त्यांना शेवटी एक कॅब भेटली. It took them as far as their door and they went wearily up to their apartment. It was all over for her, and on his part, he remembered that he would have to be at the office by 10 o'clock. आता पहाटेचे 4 वाजले आणि सकाळी 10:30 परत मिस्टर लॉयसला ऑफिसला जायचं. She removed the wraps from her shoulders before the glass for a final view of herself in her glory. Suddenly she uttered a cry. Her necklace was not around her neck. So she is shocked. तर आता